एजुकेशन करके दिखाएंगे.
And the man here includes the woman as well. We have a wonderful session coming up in which I will try and cover up a very vast range of issues pertaining to how technology has changed over the past 500 years and also ancient technology, but primarily focusing on what has happened from 1500 AD onwards and what impact it has on us. These are not mistakes. Bill Gates says nobody is ever going to need more than 640K of RAM. Imagine, because at that time, the complete ecology of technology was very, very rudimentary. And his vision was restricted to MS-DOS. Windows तो था ही नहीं, तो graphic user interface थे ही नहीं, तो ज़रूरत ही क्या होगी? Basic DOS processing के लिए you don't need anything more than this. Simple games which could be played using MS-DOS never needed more than this. So that means most of the predictions we are going to make today will turn wrong because disruptive technologies will come up. Now that's a very, very important word. You may note it down. Disruptive technologies. Now what do we mean by disruptive technologies? Let me explain that. You can take down a small definition. Disruptive technology. You understand the meaning of the word disruptive in general? Disruptive forces which are originating from Pakistan, for example. So you know the meaning of the word disruptive, right? Now when we apply the word disruptive to technology, what does it mean? Uska meaning likhiye. Disruptive technology. A sudden change in the way technology gives results is called disruptive technology. Disruptive technology will affect the automobile industry in the future the most. Some of it will be very good, some of it will be bad. He has a very, very interesting film on a very positive disruptive technology which may come in the future. A very small film, so pay attention very closely. So you see, big things have come in very small packets now. So you will not need a parking space because there will be no parking space anywhere. And if nanotechnology becomes a reality, जो अभी हमने देखा, ये हो जाएगा. आज हमें हंसी आ रही है, बट तब हमें ये सोच के हंसी आएगी कि हमारे पास ड्राइवर हुआ करते थे. तेरे दादाजी ड्राइवर रख. What are we? And where are we going? 1,000 years from here, where will we be? These are the questions. Very, very interesting questions. And you should try to find answers to these. You will be baffled when you try to find answers to these. The answers are not very easy. They are very interesting, but they are not easy at all. So where are we from? उसके आंसर में आप जाएंगे archaeology और वो सारा जब करेंगे paleontology and those fossils thing, and so you discover कि यार ये तो बहुत अजीब हो रहा है सब कुछ. It's an accident that we are alive today, practically. To answer this question, I have two approaches. The two projects are the Human Genome Project and the Genographic Project. तो एक एक करके हम दोनों पे बात करेंगे. मेन हमारा फोकस जीनोग्राफिक प्रोजेक्ट पे है, वो थोड़ा ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग है, बट द ह्यूमन जीनोमी प्रोजेक्ट इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग बिकॉज इट गोज इनसाइड अस एंड फाइंड्स आउट हु वी आर. This was successfully completed around 7 years ago under the leadership of James Watson and Craig Venter. The objective to understand the entire genetic blueprint of a human being at a micro level. At a micro level, if we can understand the genetic blueprint, then we can do a lot of things. Tell me, what are two biggest things we can do? Okay, any other? We can take care of a lot of diseases. If you can identify which genetic defect leads to which disease, you could cure that disease. You could supply that gene and you could cure that disease. Or you could remove a defective gene and you could cure a disease. So the implications are mind-boggling. And nanotechnology is coming to our rescue. तो आप बोलेंगे कि सर ये तो हो सकता है, लेकिन जीन को हटाएंगे कैसे? We have nanobots coming, which will help us do that at 10 to the power minus 9 meter scale, which is an atomic scale. They will go and remove that. So you see a lot of things coming together now. You have this project happening, you have nanotechnology happening. तो ये सारे मिलने वाले किसी पॉइंट पे जाके, तो ये बड़ा रेवोल्यूशनरी कुछ होने वाला है हमारी लाइफ टाइम में. तो इसके बिट्स एंड पीसेस हम देख रहे हैं. So is the objective of this project clear? So if somebody asks you कि human genome project का objective understanding genetic, so this will interest more of you. Okay. अब जीनोग्राफिक प्रोजेक्ट क्या है और इससे नतीजे क्या क्या निकले हैं और इससे क्या क्या साबित हुआ. बड़ा खतरनाक प्रोजेक्ट है, बड़ा मजेदार प्रोजेक्ट है और आप सबके लिए रेकमेंडेड है कि इसके बारे में और खूब पढ़ें. बहुत मजेदार है. Really do for us. How did it start? It started with the computer processor. And suddenly people realized that they could process amazing amount of data. And they could save it, they could back up, they could copy, they could paste. And so suddenly the world changed and it became a knowledge revolution. तो उसके ये immediate फायदे हुए थे. Customized short production runs. So Japanese suddenly realized, ये Japanese लोग इसका practical use बहुत जल्दी निकाल लेते हैं. So the Japanese suddenly realized, oh, computers. So we can make a very good use of it. We can have computer numerically controlled machines. So we can have flexible manufacturing system. So we can have a batch size as small as 1. So there was a mad phase in Japan, 1960s and 70s, जिसकी उन्होंने बहुत बड़ी कीमत चुकाई बाद में, of hyper customization. So they went mad. They went into hyper customization. They started making automobiles which were hyper customized, हजारों varieties. अब अल्टीमेटली क्या हुआ, उस वजह से कॉस्ट बहुत बढ़ गई इन लोगों की. तो फाइनली 1990s रिवर्स फेज आया मास कस्टमाइजेशन का, कि वेयर दे रियलाइज कि मॉड्यूलर डिजाइन ही बनाना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो मौत हो जाएगी. सो वेरी बिग ट्रिक इन मेकिंग प्रॉफिट्स इज इन योर बैक ऑफिस keep as many things as you can keep common. Records. So anybody can, sitting at home on the web, see the property records and details. So people become empowered. So computing can help empowering the common man on the street. Some bad, ये इसके problems हैं. Increasing cyber use leads to social isolation, cyber crime, social complexity, vulnerability of young kids. बिल्कुल सही है, हम देख ही रहे हैं, हमारे आसपास चल ही रहा है. इसमें एक चीज मुझे और ऐड कर देनी चाहिए थी. What is that? Terror. Very very important slide. ध्यान से समझिए, बहुत important point, बहुत fundamental point. Today we are a Pavlovian system. P-A-V-L-O-V, Pavlov. ये एक behavioral scientist थे. Pavlovian response. He did a simple experiment. He would ring a bell and he would offer a food item to a dog when the bell would ring. Slowly, 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 over several weeks, the moment the bell would ring, the dog would come running. So the bell got, the sound of the bell got connected to what? Food. This is called Pavlovian response. How many of you have downloaded the 3 PDF files so far? Great. Finding them useful? Thank you so much. Your suggestions, in case you find any errata, you find something more that should be added. In fact, we added 3 things based on user feedback immediately. So looking forward. Now the 9 extremely hot topics of debate in technology. Biotech, especially genetically modified food, GM food, which is a solution for food scarcity. Cloning. What is a hybrid car? Digital pen. Evolution of the mobile phone. iRobot. Artificial intelligence. LSC. What is LSC? Large Hadron Collider, made by the CERN scientists in Switzerland, around that, and Time Magazine's top innovations. Go through this in the PDF file and it will give you a very well-rounded and an in-depth idea about what we are talking. I recommend Brave New World in 1984 if you want to read about the fear of technology. Brave New World is a beautiful book by Aldous Huxley and 1984 by George Orwell. The power of human imagination.